But I am hungry as we edge ever closer to lunchtime. So it's just as well that I'm joined now by Chef Danny Lynch from Chéile and Barefield for Taste of the Week. Danny, how are you?
Alan, hello. Thank you for having me in again.
No, thanks very much for coming in. And as ever, it's as if, Danny, you have 4 or 5 arms because there's tons of plates here in front of me. And what are you serving up this week?
So, Alan, we've recently relaunched the bar menu for the upcoming year. We took kind of feedback from the last year of customers coming in and out to us, and we've improved the bar menu due to customers, I suppose, corrections to the failures of last year, you know.
You should be a politician the way you worded that. That was brilliant. It makes sense. Customer, the complaint box was stuffed. Is that what you're saying?
No, there was a lot of great feedback. It just needed a small bit more variety and a bit more variety in the start section. And we got to that straight away in January and it went live last week. So we brought in the chicken wings for you because the boys were saying there was a big debate last week in the kitchen. Spicy or barbecue? Spicy or barbecue? So we went with both and then let the customers decide which is best.
Well, I have to say there is a ton of chicken wings here in front of me and sauces and a big plate of lovely chips which I've already dipped into. And look, I suppose before we get to the food, what you were just talking about there, that is important as well, isn't it? Because when you're running a restaurant, to just be cloth-eared and just dishing out what you think people want without engagement and back and forth, you have to be receptive to what the customer wants.
100%. Look, the customer's king in hospitality, and you have to, I wouldn't say bend the knee to them, but you have to be aware that not everything you do is perfect and it can always be improved upon.
Yeah.
And the more open you are to a customer, the more busier you get. Now, there's a fine line between, just especially margin-wise and payment-wise, and how much is a bag of chips, you know what I mean? So you've got to be very receptive to those things, but that's where I come in and I have to do my job with suppliers and staff, and we have a great front-of-house manager there, and Liana as well, and she does her best to roster tightly, so rosters and costings all come into it, but you also have to key in the customer, because if you've no customers, you've no food. If you've no food, you've no wages. So
yes, it's a domino effect.
Yeah.
Well, to the customers at Chéile Barefield, I am so glad you suggested barbecue wings because there's a ton of them here in front of me. So take us through what we have, Danny.
So for our chicken wings, we bring them in raw and then we put them into a brine overnight, which is vinegar and water, lemon juice, lime juice and bay leaves. We leave it in that and then we cook it the following morning to enhance the flavour. And then we'll take that out, we'll bread them in corn flour and we'll fry them off to give them a lovely... You're enjoying that, Alan?
I am. I just realised, oh my God, I really could have done with a tissue now. I'll just lick my fingers.
But so that helps us keep the moisture and to kill the cooking time, that's why we brine them, cook them and cool them. And then we can get that lovely coated flavour you're getting there, Alan. So
I really am, folks.
Yeah,
it's a lovely coated flavour.
We've 2 types of coating. We've got a spicy coating and we've got a plain corn flour coating. So that's the spicy wings we do in the spicy coating, and then the barbecue wings in a plain coating. Then we make our own homemade Hennessy barbecue sauce, and then we have a buffalo sauce. Okay,
so take us through the sauces then. Which is which? We have the whiter one, which looks more like a kind of a garlic sauce, but it's not.
Your mayonnaise is there, chipotle mayo and garlic mayo, which the customers can ask for at any time in Chéile. The boys just thought they were the best compliment in sauces.
Okay, lovely. So the whole process then of putting them together, does it take long?
No. The brining would be the biggest part because you have to leave it overnight. But that enhances the flavours in the wings, and then we cook it off just in stock, take it out, cool them down, and then from there on it's only a 5 to 10 minute job of dipping them in corn flour and frying them off.
Yeah, well, I have to say the wing, I took the opportunity there. I'm glad Danny can talk, because it means if Danny can talk, Alan can eat. It is absolutely delicious. And then the chips.
Yes, the key in the chips. You know, we've loaded fries, and chips are a big supplier a big seller on the evening menu. So lunchtime, breakfast time, you have to have your chips white, you know.
Yeah, well, you got those right anyway. That is for sure. I could do with a drink of water, which I'll take in just a moment. So this is, you've obviously got a lot of suggestions for these. But did people, when you have the interaction with the customers, are they saying we would love barbecue wings, or are they telling you specifically, how specific are the customer suggestions? Do they tell you we want these type of sauces, we want, or is it just a general, barbecue wings would be a good idea?
For a lot of it, it's actually like, if I notice regulars, I will go out and say hello to them. How was their meal? Anything else we can do? The boys call me the politician inside.
As I did earlier on.
Yeah. Always a fan. There's always a fan out there to meet Danny now these days. That's what they say. But we go out, we have a little exchange of words just to see was everything okay with them. Could anything been improved? And I actually Alan and Colin are two late night boys that are always in to support the business. They said wings is missing, and even Alan said you should do a competition.
I don't know, was it fate that not too long ago I was talking to the Mullican Tire drama group, and now we're talking about wings.
Yeah.
It's like
it was meant to be.
It was meant to be. It really, really was.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. So I think these are going to be a hit, Danny.
Yeah, they've been a big hit. The pan-fried chicken was the biggest hit. That was to address, there wasn't a kind of a simple dinner for the farm man. So the steak and the chicken has been brought on for the general farming man, and all in all, it's been a very good general week for Chéile.
Very good. And for someone who's making these at home, an easy enough thing to do?
They're cheap to do.
Okay, well that will appeal to listeners.
You can pick up chicken wings pretty much cheaply, and they're the ultimate kind of snack. You can have them for game night, date night, matches, having friends over. All you have to do is pick up a bit of mayonnaise and a bit of flavouring. Date
night. Pity you didn't have them on the menu for Valentine's.
No, we missed the bullet on that one, but it was a bit messy. It was a bit messy for Valentine's night, I didn't want them to be crawling over the table, each other wiping off their faces. So.
Do you know what? Actually, that is a very good point. You don't want to be look like too much of an animal on that night.
Yeah, first dates and stuff. You want to be.
Make a good first impression.
Stay away from wings for a good year.
Slobbering away on wings.
Yeah. But when she really knows you, then you can eat wings.
You have to give that false impression at the start.
Yeah. You're mannerly and clean and all that, and then she sees you eating wings, and she questions everything. Yeah.
Particularly for gents like us, Danny, the more the beards and whatnot. You have to be careful about that kind of thing.
Ribs and wings and beards. Yeah. I was talking to Jamie. Jamie works inside with us, and he's got a fine beard now. He's got a beard better than me. But we were talking about the food mess and just dates, and you're just paranoid about it. So you're just like, okay.
Well, I'll tell you one thing. I'm extra cautious about that because I read Roald Dahl's The Twits when I was a young lad.
Oh, yes.
You remember that? The beard, the cornflakes and bits of fish and stuff in his beard. So I just always make a doubly conscious effort to avoid all of that kind of thing. Yeah. I don't mean eating fish and cornflakes. I mean getting food in my beard. You have to be careful about that. Well, look, I hope it's a hit for you on the menu. Any new other new additions?
We're actually going to be hosting a whiskey tasting event on the 13th of March. Yeah, so we're currently doing pairings up for that. So watch that space. That's going to be a very exciting night.
Okay, lovely stuff.
JJ Corrie.
Keeping it in Clare.
Yeah, JJ Corrie, yeah.
Okay,
a lot of really nice whiskies, by the way. I'm very envious that I'm the other side and not that side,
Danny, thank you very much. The barbecue wings with the sauce, the dips and the chips. The dips and chips, absolutely lovely. Thank you for being with us.
No, thank you, Alan.
And we look forward to getting an update on how pleased the customers are with the wings next time you are in with us.